Guys, welcome back to the channel again today. So the first thing I will be taking is my vertical measurement from the waistline to the hip line, which is 9 inches, and I'll mark it out. For standard measurement is 9 inches. You can also use 8, but for standard measurement is 9 inches. So I'll mark that out now at the other side. Then I'll take my pattern master and connect it. So remember, from your waistline to the hip line, it depends on how your how your shape is. So now I'll take my waist circumferences divided by 4, which gives me 9 inches. So guys, this 9 inches includes our sewing allowance, which is 1 inches. So I divided my waist circumferences into 4, so it gives me 8 inches, and I added 1 inches for stitching allowance. So I'll mark that out now, which is 9 inches. So guys, I'm not going to be adding any so I won't be adding any dart on the front side of the skirt. So all the dart will be at the front. So now I'll take my hip circumference now, and then I'll mark whatever it gives me. I'll measure my hip circumference into 4. Whatever it gives me, I'll mark it out, and I'll add extra 1 inches for sewing allowance. So I'll mark that out now, and then I'll take my pattern master and connect it from that point, from the waistline to this hip measurement. I'll mark it on a straight line, just the way I'm doing in this video. I'll mark it on a straight line, and then I'll go down to the end of the skirt. And remember, the skirt you are working on is a pencil skirt, so I will remove 1 inches. If you want it to be more pencil, you can remove like 1 to 2 is okay. So it depends on how you want it to be. So I will connect it now to the hip line. Then I will get my pattern master again and do a bit of curve on the hip area, so that it will look curvy, just the way it should be. So I'll curve it out now, connecting it from the down of the hip to the waistline. So as you can see me doing in this video, just make sure it's firstly you mark it straight, and then you connect it with your pattern master to give it a bit of curve, not too sharp, just a bit of it is okay. So I'll go down again to the down of my hip, to the down part of my hip, and also give it a bit of curve so it looks good before cutting it out. So right now I'm done with it. I'll cut it out now. Now I already placed the front panel to the back panel. I'll cut it out now. Just watch me the way I'm cutting it out to the extreme end of the waistline. So I'll leave some allowance like 1 inches from the hip to the waistline, and likewise the other side from the waistline to the end of the skirt I'm making. So I'm just trying to realign it. I left like an inches. You can leave like 1 to 1.5 inches for your zipper and your slits. So on the back side of your skirt, and on the side from the hip to the upper side of your waistline, you leave like an inch for your dart allowance. So now as you can see, we have both the front and the back panel now. So now it's now time to work on it. So this is 1 inches, like I said earlier, from the middle point of the back side. So now is now when you decide where you want your slit to start and end from. So now from the down part of my upper side, I went down by like 15 to 16 inches. Then from there, what you do is you take half inches, you remove half inches from the end of the skirt down to where you want your slit to end. So you roll that out now. So I'll roll it out and then I'll take my scissors and cut it out. The best thing is to remove these half inches just for your skirt to look absolutely beautiful at the back side view of your skirt. So what you do next is you stitch it from that end there. You stitch from the place where the slit ends. You stitch it up to where you want your zipper to be. So now coming to the side of the back area now, I'll make sure just 1 inches. Remember I said we'll be leaving just 1 inches, then I'll connect it to the hip side. That will be from the waistline to like 5 inches downward. So I'll take my pen now and I'll roll that out. So I'll measure 5 to 5.5 inches downward to the upper hip line. So I'll connect it straight. I'll give it a straight connection from the waistline to that area there. So then I'll take my pattern master again and curve it, give it a bit of curve, because you know our hip to waist is not really straight. So I'll give it a bit of curve and then I'll cut this out now. So as you can see, it's so accurate with the front line. The only difference there is the darts. So that's why we are leaving that area like that. So that's all for the straight skirts, guys. You can see how beautiful this looks. So for the back now, for the front, I'll just label this and also label the back side of it. So this, you're cutting it in two. So that will be all for our patterns for this straight skirt. I hope you like this video. Kindly comment, share and like and subscribe to my channel, guys, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you, guys. Bye.